Hey everyone, and welcome to the IELTS Focus. Today, we're going to do a deep dive into a classic writing task 2 topic, that big debate between planting more trees or building more homes. You know, this question is a really great test of your ability to build a strong, balanced, and high-scoring argument.
So, here's what we've got lined up. We'll kick things off by looking at how to rephrase the question to make a great first impression. Then, we'll load you up with some awesome vocabulary, explore the powerful arguments for both sides of the issue, and finally, we'll show you how to put it all together in a balanced conclusion that'll really get you those top marks. First up, let's talk paraphrasing. Nailing this in your introduction is absolutely crucial for a high score. It really sets a strong tone for your whole essay. So let's check out a few really powerful ways to restate this topic. Okay, so check out the vocabulary here. Using precise words like allocating instead of just using and crucial instead of important, it just immediately elevates your language. And residential construction is another fantastic alternative to just saying building houses. Now this one's great. The key phrase to really notice here is outweighs the need. This is such a smart way to show comparison and analytical thinking right from the get-go. It directly tackles that more important than part of the question.
And in this last one, you can see how just swapping out a few synonyms can make a huge difference. Trading open spaces for green zones or building more housing for increasing housing supply is a super clear and easy way to show off your vocabulary range to the examiner.
All right, let's get into the good stuff. Your vocabulary toolkit. Seriously, think of this slide as your personal cheat sheet for a lexical resource, which, as you know, is a full 25% of your writing score.
So look, instead of just saying plant trees over and over again, why not try develop green spaces or expand urban greenery? The whole point here is to swap out those basic words for these more advanced and varied options. It's all about demonstrating your range. Okay, time to build our case. Let's start with the first side of the argument and develop some ideas that support it. So why exactly are trees so incredibly important for our cities?
When you think about the arguments for trees, they really boil down to two big things. First, you've got the huge environmental wins, right? Like better air quality and helping to cool things down. And second, and you can't forget this, are the massive boosts to our own physical and mental well-being. You know, to really make your point land, try using a specific example. You can talk about how urban forests fight back against the heat island effect. You know that thing where our cities get way hotter than the surrounding countryside? It makes your argument so much more concrete.
And hey, don't forget the people. This is such a powerful point for your essay. We know for a fact that having greenery around helps reduce stress and anxiety. Dropping in a specific cultural practice like forest bathing or Shinrin-yoki in Japan, wow, that shows you've really done your homework and makes your argument unforgettable.
All right, but a truly great essay doesn't just look at one side, right? You've got to show the examiner you can see the whole picture. So let's flip the coin and look at the powerful case for building more houses.
And this is so important to remember. We're not just talking about bricks and mortar here. This is a massive social issue. When there isn't enough affordable housing, prices shoot up, you get social instability, and people, especially low-income families, end up in really difficult living situations.
And again, let's bring in a real-world example to make this stick. Take a city like London. It has a severe housing crisis, and that makes your point so much more convincing. It's a problem millions of people can relate to, and that makes your argument so much stronger.
Okay, so we've got two really strong competing arguments. What do you do now? Well, the secret to a top-scoring essay isn't about picking a winner. It's about finding a smart, balanced solution that really shows you've thought about both perspectives. So let's just lay it all out. What's the real conflict here? On one hand, you've got the long-term, incredible benefits of green space for our planet and our health. But on the other hand, you've got this urgent, immediate need for housing to keep our society stable and fair. The real challenge is finding a way to make both work. So the best approach, the one that's really going to impress, isn't about choosing either or. It's about integration. The real answer lies in smart urban planning that combines housing with green spaces, so we can create cities that are sustainable for the future.
And if you need a knockout example for your essay, look no further than Singapore. It's the perfect proof that this can be done. Even though it's a super high-density city, they have masterfully woven parks, green roofs, and these amazing vertical gardens right into the city. It proves you don't have to choose one over the other.
So what's the big takeaway here? It's all about building a nuanced argument. You need to show that you get the complexity of the problem. As you're getting ready to write, think about your own city or a city you know well. What's the right balance there?
What does its future look like? Because that kind of critical thinking is exactly what leads to a Band 9 essay.